What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Azkhalon, and welcome back to another Video Games Monthly unboxing video. This is my back to school box, so I tried to make the background yellow like a school bus. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is my August box for 2023. I'm excited to dive into this box because recently I purchased a Nintendo GameCube. I also pulled my Nintendo 64 out of like the shed and like cleaned it up. It had like dust and dirt all on it. And so I only have those two consoles checked for August. I think I checked them in time. So hopefully in this box we'll get some Nintendo 64 and Nintendo GameCube games. I'm hoping for more GameCube games because if you know anything about those games, they are expensive as butt right now. Like a lot of them, especially the really popular titles and the really obscure titles. So I hope VGM hooked me up with some GameCube games. But of course I'll take some 64 as well. I did check that. If we don't get a whole lot of GameCube games for this month, then I'm probably gonna uncheck Nintendo 64 for next month and just do a whole box of GameCube games. That was my original intent. But then when I pulled the 64 out of storage, I was like, oh, I gotta get some more games for that. But anyways, you're here for the unboxing, not to hear me ramble. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go. Now it's time for my non-paid Video Games Monthly plug. So for those of you who don't know, Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service where you can receive 3, 4, 5, or 10 games a month delivered to your doorstep. You pay them money. You choose the subscription plan that you want. Actually, reverse that. You choose the subscription plan that you want. You pay them some money. They choose the games that you want based on the consoles that you have selected. You also go in and select the games that you have for each one of the consoles. So that way they don't send you duplicate games. They go through whatever process that they go through. They select some games for you. They load them up in a box like this, and then they send it to you, and it arrives on your doorstep or in your mailbox or wherever your mail person puts it. And then you go and grab it and you get all excited like yippee, and then you open it up and you see all the wonderful games and other goodies that they've sent you. I recently went from the 4-up plan, which is the 4 games a month plan obviously, to the 5-up. So I should have 5 games in this box. You also have a chance to receive a 1-up card, which means you get an extra game. So I could have 6 games in this box. Ooh, I'm excited to find out what's within. So let's go ahead and crack it open. Oh, something just fell. Hold on. Let me look. All right, it was a little piece of the box. It kind of hit my leg, so it kind of scared me for a second. All right, as always, this is a blind unboxing, meaning I have not peeked the contents within. I am opening this box up on camera for you guys. And so by not looking at it ahead of time, you get to see my genuine reactions to the games and stuff that's within. So let's see here. Well, it looks like our goodie might be on top. Okay, I definitely got a 64 game. I think I got 2 of them. And then the others, maybe GameCube games. So I think I only have 5 games in this box. I don't think I have a 1-up card. All right, the first thing on top, I think it might be my extra goodie. It's a VGM coaster. That is so cool. So in addition to the games that they send you each month, they also send you some sort of goodie associated with video games or associated with their company. It's got like a little beer mug in his hand there. But yeah, cool. A coaster. Definitely I'll add this to my coaster collection in the living room and make use of this. So thank you, Video Games Monthly. All right, let's pull out the bubble wrap. Oh, it's not really popping this month. Some months it pops really well and some months it doesn't. So enough of that. All right, I'm trying to feel around for my cards. I don't feel the cards. I don't think I have a 1-up. Yeah, maybe we'll discover those later. Like I remember, I think one of my goodies in a previous box was kind of stuck to the side. All right, let's get the Nintendo 64 games out of the way first because I'm excited to see the Nintendo GameCube stuff that I hope is Nintendo GameCube. I'm excited to see what I got for that system in particular. So the first 64 game, yep, this is definitely a 64 cartridge, is, ooh, it's black. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. I think the Turok games first came out for the 64, if I remember correctly. I've heard of the Turok series. I've never played them before. Ooh, this game is immature. That's kind of scandalous for a Nintendo console, especially back in the day. I mean, of course, like the Switch has, you know, games on it that's mature nowadays. But Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Like I said, never played the series. Let's pop this in and see if we like it. I know it has something to do with dinosaurs. That's about all I know. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil is a first-person shooter video game developed by Iguana Entertainment and published by Acclaim Entertainment. It was released for the Nintendo 64 console in 1998 and ported to Microsoft Windows computers in 1999. Seeds of Evil is the second game in the Turok video game series and is a sequel to Turok Dinosaur Hunter. The game follows the story of a Turok and his efforts to stop a powerful alien entity from escaping the confines of his lightship. In case you don't know what a Turok is, it's supposedly a Native American warrior. Seeds of Evil features a single-player campaign consisting of 6 levels and a multiplayer mode where various players can compete against each other in several game types. It supports the Nintendo 64 expansion pack, which I do not have, but the expansion pack enables an optional high-resolution graphics mode. I do have an HDMI adapter for my Nintendo 64 that is supposed to enhance the graphics. This is what the game looks like with my HDMI adapter. The game received very positive reviews from critics and sold 1.4 million copies by January 1999. Critics praised the game for its detailed graphics, deep levels, and advanced artificial intelligence of enemies. However, the game's inconsistent frame rate and notable distance fog were common subjects of criticism. There was a remaster that was developed and released for Microsoft Windows in 2017 and then the Xbox One in 2018, Nintendo Switch in 2019, and PlayStation 4 in 2021. I feel like a lot of Nintendo 64 games, like if you look at all of the previous consoles from back in the day, I feel like those games did not hold up very well. And there's a few PlayStation 1 titles I feel that did not hold up very well as well, but a lot of the PlayStation 1 games are still pretty good nowadays. And I think that's because the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation 1 was released during a time period where developers were making that switch from, you know, 16-bit to 3D graphics. And so these were the first consoles to have those 3D graphics, and you know, compared to nowadays 3D graphics, they just don't look as good. Like I was playing the Star Wars pod racing game the other day and I was just like, this looks like crap. The game is still very fun and I have fond memories of it, so I'm gonna keep that game, but I was just like, the graphics are crap. So I expected kind of the same thing while playing this Turok 2 game. And it's the same in this game. Like the graphics do not hold up very well. Not terrible though, and not as muddied as the pod racing game, but still doesn't look very beautiful either. This game reminds me a little bit of Halo. I thought all of the games were about like dinosaur hunting, but I think that was only like the first game, if I'm not mistaken. This game seems more like Halo with the aliens and all that stuff. Okay, so the aliens are kind of dinosaur-like. Okay. The Nintendo 64 controller is also really weird, so the controls were kind of wonky for this game. I used to think when I was a kid that the Nintendo 64 controller looked so cool, but now as an adult I realized it was a bad design. Like you used the R button to jump. Like that's so weird and kind of difficult, because I'm used to pressing like A or X or something like that, you know, with modern controls. This game also kind of reminded me of Doom a little bit as well. I don't know why, I just had that vibe for me, but of course not as creepy, and obviously you're not in HE double hockey sticks. Oh, the combat's a little wonky in this game. Oh my goodness, like trying to swing this claw, that's really hard. I was trying to find like a different type of weapon to use, but I had no idea what I was doing playing this game. Like I can kind of see how this game was good for its time, but now, oh my goodness, I don't know about this one. I mean, the controls are just so difficult, and trying to figure out where to go, and I just don't know what I'm collecting. But my game does not have a manual, and so games back then had manuals, so I'm sure the manual would do a good job of explaining to me, you know, more so about what I need to do. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna keep this game. I'm not enjoying it, and that's the thing about video games, you know. You want to have fun playing them, and this one's just, I can't get into it. All right, the second game. Oh wait, hold on, I found a card. So let's look at that first before we look at the second game. All right, yeah, so it's the card that lets you know that you can win 3 free games if you share your box to social media. So if you have a Video Games Monthly subscription, make sure you do that. You have an opportunity to win some extra games. Who wouldn't want extra games? I'm not even gonna tell y'all if I've done it yet or not. So let's move on. And the second Nintendo 64 game is, you ready for it? Here it is. WCW NWO Revenge. I loved, okay, so I had a 64, obviously, back in the day, because I still have it. But I used to play the heck out of Kobe Bryant Courtside. I don't even know how well that game will hold up nowadays. But I also really enjoyed the wrestling games on this console. I can't remember which ones I played a lot. I know I've played Revenge. Can't remember it a whole lot. But I'm really excited to pop this in because the wrestling games were like really awesome on the Nintendo 64. Like, I have some fond memories of playing those wrestling games. So let's pop this in and see if we enjoy it nowadays as well. WCW NWO Revenge is a professional wrestling video game released in 1998 for the Nintendo 64. It is the sequel to the 1997's WCW vs. NWO World Tour. Like its predecessor, Revenge features AKI's grappling system, as well as heavily improved graphics, a championship mode, and a large roster of wrestlers, real and fictional. The game gained critical praise and tremendous commercial success. According to an article from IGN from 1999, Revenge was the best-selling wrestling game for the N64 console, and at the time was the top-selling third-party Nintendo game ever. I played a lot of the wrestling games on the Nintendo 64. I'm sure I played this one, although I can't remember specifically which ones I played, but I know I played several, and I just love the boxy style, you know, of the Nintendo 64 graphics, you know, with the characters and the different games that they made. Like, it just made the wrestlers look like so cool to me. Like, they look like living like muscular dolls almost, with like pointy like shoulders and crap. Like, I don't know, I just always found it hilarious but really awesome, especially when I was a kid. I was like, it looks like them when I was a kid, but of course nowadays I'm like, it doesn't look like them quite as much. The game has several different modes, like championship mode, which I mentioned earlier, exhibition, special match, costume change, and then of course your options. So I decided to do exhibition for this gameplay. So I used to play as Sting a lot back in the day, and so I had to pick Sting for this. I mean, of course this game doesn't look like the 2K games that we have nowadays, but it's just the N64 wrestling games. Y'all don't understand how cool those games were. I mean, everybody, whether you were a huge fan of wrestling, everybody back in the day, if they had a Nintendo 64, they played these games. I was into wrestling for a little while, for like a few years, like kind of late 90s, early 2000s. So it was around this time that these games were coming out, and these wrestling games actually really helped me, you know, start to like wrestling and kind of get into it for a few years. But I was never a huge wrestling fan, but I enjoyed these games. Remembering the controls was a different story. Like, I was just pressing buttons at first. But this game, I'm definitely going to keep. Just the nostalgia factor alone is enough. Oh, this is so much fun. Like, I like this game better than the new 2K games. I'm sorry. I mean, graphically, they look good. But, man, I tried the newest one because my buddies over at Coca Culture, I want to play them one day. And it's tough for me to figure out. Like, I'm trying to. I feel like these games on the 64, these wrestling games, they're easier to pick up. Yeah, this is an awesome game. Definitely keeping this one, adding it to my collection. I love the little cartoon referee that pops up, and you can turn the referee on or off. Phenomenal game. The wrestling games back on the 64, I know graphically they don't look as good as nowadays, but they're some fun games. Had a lot of fun memories playing these wrestling games with my friends. Definitely a keeper here. All right, it looks like 2 of the games, and I'm hoping that they're GameCube, are in like original cases, or at least cases that are close to the original thing. The upper one though is in like just a standard CD jewel case. So let's pull that one out first to get to the halfway point. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Anyways, Hulk. Marvel Hulk for Nintendo GameCube. I'm assuming this is based on the movie, the one with Eric Bana in it, because this looks like it came out in like 2003. I've never heard of this game. I do, well, okay, I take that back. I do know they made a Hulk game to go along with the movie. I didn't know it was on GameCube, so I'm excited to try this out. I've played the Marvel's Avengers game, you know, the newest one, not all the way through, but Hulk was like my favorite character to play as in that game so far, like just storming through people, Hulk smashing everybody. So I'm excited to check this game out and see if I like it. Let's pop it in. Hulk is a 2003 action video game developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Universal Interactive for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, and Microsoft Windows. The game primarily features beat-em-up gameplay showcasing the Marvel Comics superhero Hulk, and also includes stealth-based levels featuring the Hulk's human alter ego, Bruce Banner. While the game is a tie-in to the film of the same name, featuring the voice of Eric Bana reprising his role as Banner from the film, its narrative serves as a sequel, taking place years after the events of the film. The plot follows the Hulk and Banner, who must battle their arch-nemesis, the Leader, and stop him from unleashing an army of mutants upon the world. The game received mixed reviews from critics. Reviewers praised the initial visceral satisfaction of using the Hulk's powers, which is something I was looking forward to, because like I said, in the Marvel's Avengers game, I love playing as the Hulk. Intuitive controls, cel-shaded visuals, interactive environments, sound design, and voice acting, particularly Banner's. They had mixed assessments of the range of fighting moves, music, and storyline, and criticized the repetitive gameplay, lack of enemy variety, simplistic stealth levels, and static camera. The game was commercially successful, selling over 2 million copies across all platforms. One cool thing I learned about this game while doing some research about it is that one of the Xbox version's levels was included as a playable demo on the film's DVD release. I didn't know that video games had demos on DVDs back in the day. It was the first integration of a game demo onto a DVD, so that's really cool. I was hoping I'd get to start the game off playing as Hulk, and yeah, dude, so that's awesome. I like how this game starts off with a tutorial to help you learn how to play, and I have to say, you know, I am new to playing with the GameCube controller. This controller's a little weird, but not as weird as the Nintendo 64 controller. It's pretty fun playing as the Hulk, I have to say. And I like how, you know, the action scenes are Hulk, but then the stealth moments are Banner, so that's cool. This is pretty cool. I mean, graphically, I mean, it's on the GameCube, so I didn't expect it to be, you know, great. It's not modern graphics, but it's fun playing as the Hulk. I'll probably keep this game just for that reason. The fact that the critics said it was repetitive, though, is kind of like something that's like kind of turning me off a little bit from it, but I do want to play more of this before I make a decision about whether or not to keep it. The controls are a little bit different when you're playing as Bruce, which makes sense. I mean, he's not the Hulk. This is cool. I like this game so far, and I haven't even played that much of it. Definitely want to play more.
Is it that I'm worried that your orb won't work? That my coming here was a mistake? Is that a sign?
He kind of looks like Eric Bana a little bit, like a little bit. I've seen the Hulk movie with Eric Bana in it, but I can't remember it fully. I don't know if they can see me through the windows of the doors, so I'm gonna keep crouching until I pass the doors too. Oh, I gotta do something with this. Why? I gotta look down at the controller. I'm not used to the GameCube controls. Whoa, what is this? I got 20 seconds to do this?
On the console, you'll see two sets of icons. You need to arrange the elements in the bottom layer so that they match what you see above before the timer reaches 0.
Okay, I got it. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, that was not too hard. This is cool. You sneak around as Bruce, but you get to fight as the Hulk. I like that dynamic. A lot of people don't like stealth games or stealth elements in games, but I do. I love them. Like, if you ever played the game Velvet Assassin, it's like one of my favorite games. I need to finish that one, though. I never finished it. Story of my life. One thing I don't like about this game is how the camera is fixed, though. You can't control it. You can do like a little free look thing, though, which that helps. Oh, gosh. He caught me. All right, well, anyways, I'm going to keep this game, play some more of it. I'm definitely going to keep it because I like it. Oh, I can fight him?
I need help. I didn't know I had that in me.
Oh, I can fight him. Okay. Cool. Didn't realize that. Well, okay, is that going to bring more people in here? Okay, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, let's push it back some more. Okay, cool. All right, let it go. There, I found it. All right, but I'm definitely going to keep this game. That's what I was saying. I like it. It's pretty cool. So, yeah. The Hulk for GameCube. This is my second GameCube game that I now own, so I'm happy about that. All right, 2 more games. Feels like these games are in their proper cases, I think. All right, so they should be GameCube games as well, since we've already gotten the GameCube game. So I'm excited that they gave me 3. With GameCube games being so rare, I was afraid like this was going to be an all Nintendo 64 box and that I was going to get like maybe 1 GameCube game, but we got 3. So let's see what this one is. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. So I have Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga already. So it has, you know, the games in this game on it. And it's enhanced and, you know, they updated the graphics, all that good stuff. But this is cool to get this for the GameCube. I love playing these games back in the day. Actually, I think I already own this game on another system. Actually, no, I don't. I lied. I forgot when I got the Skywalker Saga, I think I got rid of the Lego Star Wars games that I had. So I don't know if I will keep this one. I may end up flipping this one and trying to get some other things. But let's pop it in and see how vastly different it looks compared to the Skywalker Saga. Let's do it. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, is a 2006 Lego-themed action-adventure game developed by Traveler's Tales and published by LucasArts and TT Games Publishing. It was released on September 11, 2006. Part of the Lego Star Wars series, it is based on the Star Wars science fiction media franchise and Lego Group's Lego Star Wars toy line. It follows the events of the Star Wars original trilogy, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. The game allows players to assume the roles of over 50 Lego versions of characters from the film series. Customized characters can also be created. Camera movement was improved from its predecessor, Lego Star Wars, the video game, and the concept of vehicle levels was explored more thoroughly. Lego Star Wars 2 was critically and commercially successful. Critics praised the game for its comedic and adorable portrayal of the film series and due to preference for the original trilogy over the prequel trilogy, because we all know a lot of Star Wars fans in particular, even critics, did not like the prequels when they first came out. It seems like with the sequel trilogy, the prequels are starting to get more love nowadays. It's weird. Star Wars fans are weird. The game's low difficulty, though, was received more poorly. So I've played this game before. I think I had it on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. And as much as I love this game, I just know for a fact I'm not going to keep it. I mean, with the Skywalker Saga, you know, updated graphics in that game, you know, the additions that they made for that one. And since I own a copy of that one, it's just hard for me to go back and play these older Lego Star Wars games when I have them, better versions of them on the Skywalker Saga game that I have. But this was still a cool pickup, and I'm glad I received something that I can flip and trade in the near future. I mean, the game still looks pretty good nowadays, but again, the Skywalker Saga looks better. And I mean, this game is just so much fun. I mean, I hate to give it up. Like, I'm kind of torn with it though. Like, the more I play it, it's like cool to have it on the GameCube. But like having the Skywalker Saga just like makes it difficult to go back and play this one. Like, this one will probably just sit on my shelf and I'll probably never play it again. But it might be cool to have it in my collection. I don't know. Oh, I'm so torn. I don't know. What should I do, y'all? Drop me a comment below and let me know if I should keep this game or not. Yes, that's me fishing for comments. But seriously though, drop me a comment. Let me know. All right. we've reached the sad moment in my unboxing video, the last game. I always love this moment, but I also hate it because, you know, it's the last game and then I gotta wait another month before I get a new box and get all excited to see what's inside. So, but let's see if we can end on a really awesome note. I'm trying to double check and make sure there's nothing else in the box. Nope. All right. Let's showcase this last game. I'm trying to make sure I got it facing the proper way. All right, let's see the final GameCube game that Video Games Monthly has sent me for the month of August 2023, and it is another Turok game. This one on GameCube, Turok Evolution. So I'm assuming, you know, the graphics are probably a little bit better in this game since the other one's on the 64, but I've already talked about how I know the Turok series, but I never really played it. So let's check this one out and see if we like it. I don't know, we might. Let's do it. Turok Evolution is a first-person shooter video game developed by Acclaim Studios Austin and published by Acclaim Entertainment. It was released for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube back in 2002. A port for Microsoft Windows was released in 2003 for the European market. It is a prequel to Turok Dinosaur Hunter and was the last to follow in the series before it was rebooted by a 2008 entry in the series called Turok. This game received mixed or average reviews, and the game's villain Tobias Bruckner was honored with being the worst villain in video games history. I was hoping that I would like this game a lot better than Turok 2 on the 64, which I showcased for you guys earlier. I mean, just that game graphically was just ugh, and I did not care for the gameplay much at all. And since this one's on the GameCube, I figured it'll probably at least look better and maybe play better. But with the reviews, I was kind of like, I may not like this one either. The controls are a lot better in this game than the 64 game. Like, you can actually turn the camera and all that good stuff. Even though the controls are a little bit better though, I found it difficult to aim, just like in the Nintendo 64 version. Also, just like the Nintendo 64 game, I didn't know where to go. I mean, I have to say this game is better than Turok 2, in my opinion, but I'm just not enjoying this. Like, I guess these Turok games are not my cup of tea. I mean, I like the premise of these games. Like, that's pretty cool, combining ancient, older technology with newer tech, but I don't know, I just still can't get into this game, really. If you like the Turok games, I'm sorry. I hope I haven't offended you. They're just not for me. I mean, to each their own, right? You know you like a game within the first few minutes of playing it. And I know that some games do get better the more you play it, but I just don't have the interest to play these games more so. Like, that's just me. Like, some of the games I get, you know, within the first few minutes, I'm like, I know I want to play more of it. This one, it's not giving me the vibes of that. I mean, this one's okay. It's okay. But just okay, it's not good enough for me to justify keeping it. I do like the music in this game, though. That's really cool. It reminds me of Animal Kingdom at Disney World. I don't know where to go in this game, and that's the frustrating thing about it. Like, nothing really guides me. Like, where the crap do I go? That's one thing that frustrates me about a game, if I don't know where to go. Alright, I'm tired of wandering around aimlessly in this game. Like, it's probably something simple. Like, I see stuff I can maybe reach, but I don't know how to get up there to them, so we're just gonna call it quits here. Safe to say, I'm not a Turok fan, and if you are, I'm sorry. Not that I'm sorry that you're a Turok fan, but I'm sorry that I just can't get into it. I don't like this at all. So this is another game from this box that I will not be keeping. All right, so like always, when I do an unboxing video, I hit up pricecharting.com to check out the prices of the games that I received, to see their value, and then I compare that to how much I spend per month. So I've upgraded to the 5-up a month box starting with this one, and so now I pay $44.99 for 5 games, and I'm happy to say that I am overvalued this month. The total for my box was $56.84. So the cool thing about getting games on the GameCube, like the Lego Star Wars game that was released also on other consoles, is that the GameCube version is worth a little bit more, because I guess those games are harder to find. Like, I think Lego Star Wars was worth like $2 or $3 more than it was on like PS2 and stuff like that. So that was really cool, and I'm so happy that my first 5-up box was overvalued. So thank you, Video Games Monthly. If you've seen any of my previous unboxing videos, then you know there's been like maybe 2 or 3 times that I was undervalued with my boxes, but for the most part I've been overvalued. So that's really awesome, and that's what makes this worth it, this subscription service. Getting these games, the excitement of seeing games that you remember or you never played before and trying them out for the first time and you end up enjoying them, and just the excitement of just opening it up and everything being a surprise as to the contents within. Like, I love this service. I cannot preach that enough. This service is awesome, and so I highly recommend, if you don't have a Video Games Monthly subscription yet, try it out. You can start with the 3 games a month, and if you're enjoying it, then you can up it to the 4, 5, 10 games or whatever you want to do. Like, they're not paying me to say this. I'm giving you my honest opinion. This service is awesome, and they will work with you. Like, if they make a mistake with duplicate games and all of that stuff, just make sure you update your game library. I had gotten into a bad habit of not doing that, but I'm making sure that I do it now because I'm trying to stay on top of these unboxing videos each month. I had gotten a few months behind. You guys know this already, towards the end of last school year and stuff, and so trying to stay on top of it this time. That's my promise. I hope you guys enjoyed this VGM unboxing video. I'm so excited for September's box now. I think I'm gonna keep it Nintendo GameCube and 64, trying to get some more games for those consoles and trying to build my collection. Oh, I forgot, got my Sega Dreamcast fixed, so I actually might add Sega Dreamcast to the mix as well for September, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check Sega Dreamcast definitely when I'm done recording this video. But anyways, hit that like button if you like this video. More Video Games Monthly unboxing videos coming for you guys in the near future. Drop me a comment below, let me know what you thought about my box. Were you excited to see some of the games that I received? Do you enjoy these games already, or have you never played any of these, and so by me getting it in my box you're like, ooh, that looks cool, I need to check it out? Drop me a comment below. I would love to discuss this box with you. If you're new around here, check out all of my content. In addition to Video Games Monthly unboxing videos, I also do gaming shorts on my channel, gaming let's plays on my channel, and I do gaming trailer reaction videos on my channel. So if you're liking the content, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads, all at Azkhalon. So follow me on my social media sites for additional information that you may or may not see in my videos. My wife and I have a YouTube channel together called Team Rixie, where we post taste test videos and vacation videos. So check out that channel, see a different side of your boy Azkhalon, and maybe subscribe to that channel as well. And our Instagram page for that channel is team_Rixie. And oh yeah, one more thing. I have channel memberships available on my YouTube channel now. I also have a Patreon account, and so I'm really trying to turn this channel into a business and, you know, be able to purchase new equipment to try to make my videos even better for you guys. So all I ask is for $1 a month. I have different tiers set up on both of those, YouTube and Patreon, but the cheapest tier is $1 a month, and you can help support this channel. You don't have to, okay? I'm not like trying to pressure anybody into doing it, you know, but if you wanted to help support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I still appreciate you too, even if you don't help support the channel. But $1 a month, that's all I'm asking for, and you can help me purchase some new things to make my videos better. So there's my Patreon YouTube membership plug, and you get benefits and perks depending on what tier you sign up for. I think my most expensive tier is like $13, $14, $15 a month, okay? But it starts at $1. So just check it out, see if you're liking the rewards that I'm offering, and then maybe consider supporting the channel. All right, I will see you guys in another video, whatever video that may be. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You could have been anywhere opening up your own VGM box, but you chose to spend some time with your boy Azkhalon, and I greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care. Peace.